Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and I just picked this tractor up from Larry's Country Creations. You might remember him from the video where I picked up the bridge for the pond. But anyway, we're out here to do some bush hogging today. This tractor has a lot in common with the Ford 8N that I picked up the other day, and so it'll be a good learning experience for me actually operating one of these older machines. There are a few important differences between this one and that one. Whereas that was made from 47 to 52, this was made from 57 to 62. So they made a few changes. One important change is on the 8N, if you want to raise and lower your 3-point, the PTO has to be turning. This one, that's not the case. So it's little changes like that that you may not notice right away, but make a big difference. This is also a lot larger tractor. Where the 8N is a 27 horsepower, this is a 50 horsepower machine. So we should be able to do some real work with it. Not that you can't with that 8N, but this is just a little bit bigger machine. Where I started cutting on this row is right at the edge of where I finished brush hogging on the last video I did with the 2038R. This stuff was pretty tall and pretty thick, and it handled it just fine. I did have a little bit of trouble, but that was more me adjusting to the control system on the tractor. But I'll get into that more as we go along. Whenever we picked the tractor up, Larry told me to watch out for the fact that the clutch was kind of touchy, and it seems to him like the tractor is high geared. in that first gear goes faster than you might want it to. And the touchy clutch was pretty easy to get used to. Just when you're letting off the clutch, it's better to have it at a lower throttle. The idea of the tractor being a little bit high geared was harder to get used to, because you need the throttle to be up fairly high for your PTO to spin at the correct RPM of 540. But when you throttle it up enough to get the PTO speed you want, the tractor is moving faster than I really wanted it to, considering that I'm not used to the machine and I'm not used to this property and wasn't completely familiar with where I may or may not run into anything. About the only surprise I actually had, though, is a big hump towards the end of the road. All right, well, it was really fun to get this older machine out and actually do some work with it. Whereas my Model A, I've kind of tinkered with it and I pulled one log, but until some more work is done to that machine, I can't really get it out and use it like this. But this thing did a great job. I mean, we've got a nice clean cut on some tall grass, didn't bog down. Ran really well, other than me getting used to the little quirks of the machine. But I'm gonna brush hog a little bit more, but it's getting dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. I'm gonna put more of our videos on the screen right here, and I'll see you next time.